Hello and welcome to another battle report where we try and learn to be a better gamer. This time I will be analyzing a replay of me playing Beastmen versus Cathay on Sword of Torgold, which I think is a newest map. I'm going with my Centaur focus build, Ingor Raiders. To supplement that, just trying to pull them apart at the start with the Centaurs, bit of overhead flying magic caster, and then put in the melee and the ranged on those dispersed troops. The reason I like doing this is because all Centaurs have perfect vigor, so I'll make them walk a whole lot and hopefully make them lose a lot of vigor. Now of course I cannot not go after these juicy cannons and other ranged type units. I'm also trying to keep my Centaur a bit more safe. As you can see here, this block is mainly being hidden for now. And here the Centaurs charge in, but they need to go not into this, but into this. Luckily I have a flanking force that is going over there now. Oof. This one gets stuck. Luckily this one got out. And in the meantime I am fighting against that cannon very nicely. Here I'm also... oh no, I got distracted by these halberdiers, though they did get damaged quite a bit. Oh, they are still fighting those a bit as well. And then on this flank, a lot of range support. Hey kitty! Cat decided to check out the replay as well with us. Now the Centaurs have gone out... oh no, those are these. Hey Mino. Cat tail in the face. So these one did rout, but these one charged back into the ranged forces of Cathay. We did manage to save this cannon though, so it's still online. I'll need to take care of that later. Also want to get rid of those archers. And in the meantime, this whole block is moving up. They are getting counterfired, but they don't have a lot of protection anymore. So I'm getting right for the units that are already damaged and the ones that are very valuable. This side has been collapsing for my opponent very well, though they have also managed to clear me out. But as you can see, there's a lot in this side that's now either overrun or being overrun by my fresh melee troops. These are also surprisingly still very fresh. But here we have shooting coming from all sides. These need to move up because of the terrain. Need to move these up too, because the units they killed now are starting to get out of range. I'm very curious how this audio will wind up sounding with the cat purring on my lap. Very close to the mic, but we shall see. Now, more infantry reaching their lines, which have been picked apart. You can see they're not protected anymore like they were in the front. They aren't protected in the front like they were at the start anymore. Jeez. You're a very distracting kitty, you know that? Now Malagor going to make sure those Grand Cannon crew don't get back. I have Centaurs that rallied, that are going back to the ranged forces. All the while there's a lot of Daka coming in. My melee is being supported by my ranged. You can see these are already winded. So are these, jeez. Huh. I guess they were just standing there most of the time. These are all tired. As you can see, my Centaurs are still all fresh. Flock of Doom, because there's a big group. And overall, just making sure things get routed off the battle. Ooh, this is very sloppy though. Yeah. Need to check if your units are firing. Yeah, you can see it in replay, but usually on the bottom here you have your unit cards. I should have been noticing these not doing anything. But overall it's going quite well, though the balance of power isn't really showing that yet, but his troops are way more tattered and all over the place. I'm still pretty much in command of my forces, doing what I want them to do. Still a lot of inspiring as Lord, I suppose. As you can see, I still have fresh cavalry all over the place. He has some bits and pieces routing off. Now these archers are being attacked, but they're also being shot at by other archers. He has to move his ranged units because of the centaur, so they're not doing a whole lot in the meantime. These start doing something again. We're just getting beat up here. Just trying to get him out, but he's a bit surrounded, I do believe. Oh, his lord's still on him. Probably these got a lot to do with it as well, but he does get out of there and flies away. Ooh, really though? It's just very good for me that he's such a small target, very hard to hit. He does have his lord chasing it though. Melagor is quite a deal faster usually, but he has some spell on him. The Storm of Shadows. This means the lord can catch up, but he is putting a lot of effort in that now. You know, these are advancing up. Still have all these fresh centaurs moving about. As you can see, his troops are all winded, tired, very tired. Now, my lord did get chased off, or did he die? Lord fled, not died, so that's okay, that's easy to recover from. And as you can see, I still have a lot of ranged firepower. His troops are all over the place. So he has to come to me, and while he does that, he's getting attacked on all sides, making it very easy to rout him. And while the balance of power is actually in his favor now, it's all resting in that single caster unit. No, it's not a caster unit. Oh, he is. Good stats for a caster hero though. But sometimes it really is just a number games, so I'll be getting a lot of my troops onto him very quickly. You're a good boy. Talking to my cat again, because he won't leave me alone. Probably a big Warhammer fan as well. Jesus, what have they been routed by actually? Anyway, so now it's pretty much my entire army that's still left against his lord and a few spearmen. Oh, those broke. Are also tired. And these are still fresh. So even though these were my troops that did a lot in the beginning, they're still good to go here. Now I'm trying to get everything that I still have back into fighting force. He's trying to pick off units one by one, which is very smart of him. Trying to get a bit more sturdy units into him. And then get all my ranged on him. I did notice those, so I'm wary of them coming in. And I'm keeping his lord busy for a bit with these. Making sure these stragglers come back. Make sure they get finished off. And now he's flying away because he sees a group incoming and is probably hoping to keep routing units one-on-one. I'm now going all in on his lord, trying to get everything back together and concentrated on him. Decided to give, these are shattered, right? Yeah, I decided to just give those up. I first rank up my troops, so let's speed up a little bit. Now goes on these units, but now everything is much closer to assist them. I have them moving away while others shoot him. And my units without ammo or melee units are now trying to come in, trying to also keep him down on the floor. Just getting a lot of bodies on him so he can't lift up and run away. And then take him down. Now I see these coming in. I should be moving in to intercept those any second now. With these spearmen, yep, setting them up here so they don't run into all the ranged units there. But he decided to not go for the ranged unit, but my cavalry. So I'm counter charging. Oh no, I wasn't. I was trying to catch up. This is a speed reduction, but doesn't do really a whole lot since they're already in melee with him. And now it's just a matter of taking down his last unit and his lord. It's considering the forces now, 30 against roughly 600, isn't going to take much longer. Tries to fly away, but he has nothing to get back together with his other troops. Speaking of a word I can pronounce. And then it's pretty much over, just mopping up the general. So let's take a little look at value-wise. That was decent value, great value here. It only cost 800. Almost double their value, almost their value. Not quite their value, but still not bad. Well, these are 700 cost units. They did okay. And the rest of the cheap. These are, I believe, 450. They all got very close or over their value as well. On this side, it's Slashing Dragon Guard doing a lot of work. The Crane Gunners, of course, but I did get on the cannons very early, so they got basically no value. And then it's just a lot of chaff. Oh, no, this is the chaff. So yeah, overall trying to see what the enemy had. They were in a protected box, so I came at them with cavalry from all sides, tried to pick them apart, have some flank casting, and then once the box has been ripped apart, come in with the stocked range units and some stocked infantry. As you can see, that worked pretty well, so hope you were able to learn something from this, and I'll see you in the next battle report.